I wasn't even looking for applause. I just stopped to take a drink. So I'll play a couple more. Enjoy your lunch. Thank you.
We're going to get started in just a minute. Jeff Ronstad has left his credit card at the bar, so if anybody would like a drink, feel free. And if you're offended about the bar, Jeff Ronstad requested that, so go talk to him. Is there anybody still getting food, or are we good? Let's go. This is unbelievable. It's literally my last meeting, and Bruce is the only one that knows to stand up when the bell rings. Bruce, the new Rotarian of the Year. Just kidding. That's not the case. Welcome to the June 25th meeting of the Rotary Club of Tucson. It's my honor to welcome up Kent Burbank, who joined our club February 12th, 2025. He's consultant, Kent Burbank consultant in coaching. He went to the University of North Dakota and the University of Chicago. Kent? Thank you, Kent. Now it's time for our inspiration, and I'm going to welcome up, who's already up here, Chris Dodge, Entertainment, Tucson Jazz Festival, went to the University of Arizona.
That's right.
Chris?
Great. So, I just wanted to do something simple and easy today. And I thought I'd do something elaborate and do some sort of inspiring speech about Curtis, but I couldn't come up with anything. So instead, we talked about this at the board meeting the other day. Actually, I brought it up, and I thought I would say this. Rotarians, we all enjoy each other's company, and we are all very good at socializing together. And sometimes you just see somebody and you know it's appropriate at the time, and you give them a hug. And the science of hugging is immeasurable. It's crazy. It's actually measurable how much a hug makes a difference in someone's life. And I know sometimes we're in a space where you're trying to find the appropriate space for touch. Humans were wired to touch each other. I didn't mean that. That sounds bad. But thank you, sir. But truly, if you see the moment, my inspiration, my ask for you is find a moment sometime this week and give somebody a hug. It makes a difference. Or right now, if it feels good right now. Look at that. Bob is spreading the love. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Dodge. And now I'm going to welcome up to introduce our guests and visiting Rotarians. I'm going to welcome up Chris Dodge, who joined our club.
All right. You're going to get sick of my voice by the end of the day, trust me. So, yes, start the Moors already. We are so excited to have guests with us here today, and this is a special meeting, a little different than most, so I hope you enjoy it and get to feel what the group is a little bit about, because we certainly have a common bond behind our service and what we do with Rotary, but also at the end of the day, we're also friends and colleagues and comrades. So I'd like to welcome the Assistant District Governor, Ann Huber. Stand up and say hello. Hi, Ann. Nice to see you. And if, as I announce you, please stand up so we can say hello to you and see who you are. Guest of our President Curtis. Say hello to Sasha Dawson. Hi, Sasha. Guest of Curtis. Say hello to Olivia Dawson. Hi, Olivia. Another guest of Curtis's. This is the only time he could get people. How much did you pay people to be here today? So that's great. You bought them lunch. Another guest of Curtis, good friend of many of us here in the room. Say hello to Don Jinks. Guest of Autumn Hoffeld. Say hello to Jen Gage. Where are you, Jen? Hi, Jen. Guest of Dre Williams. Say hello to Amy Thyman Bala. Hi, Amy. Guest of Brittany Battle. Say hello to Erica Contua. Hi, Erica. Good to see you again, Erica. Another guest of Curtis. Say hello to Barbie Reuter. I'm sorry, Barbie. He even told me how to say your name, and then I had a brain fart. All right. And then, last but certainly not least, guest of Jeff Ronstadt. Say hello to Tiana Ronstadt. Where are you? Hi, Tiana. That's all I got. Back to you.
Thank you. I did coach him. It's okay. I'm not very coachable either. It's all right. So our meeting's going to be a little bit different today. We're going to take care of club business at the beginning of the meeting, and then we're going to have a little entertainment and a change of administration, which you've all been waiting for. So first, we're going to introduce a new member, and I'm going to welcome Brittany Battle, who joined our club May 2nd, 2022. Community and Social Services, Social Venture Partners. She went to University of Arizona. Brittany.
Hello. It is my honor to introduce you to Kent Burbank. Kent joined in February, and he jumped right in. You guys have probably all seen him out and about. He grew up in Nebraska, went to the University of North Dakota. He was in the Peace Corps for 2 years in Thailand. He met his husband in Chicago, and they lived in Mexico for a few years before moving here. And he owns his own consulting, coaching practice as well. So he's a great guy. If you haven't met him, please find him today and give him a big hug. Photo, because we can't miss this moment.
Sorry about the delay. Next, our Sergeant of Arms. You probably haven't met this person yet. His name is Chris Dodge. He's going to do a raffle.
Stay right here, President Curtis. It's your last time. You haven't not got to do this yet. So you were going to draw the winning ticket. I have $70. Read it backwards. I'm going to read it forward and not listen to Curtis. So, this one should be easy. This is like a Jeff Ronstadt type number. 263-100. Yeah, 100. One of our visitors. Was it Amy? Yeah, Amy, you won. You have $70. Now, if Curtis, this is big. If he picks the king of clubs, you're going to win another $1,400. Come on, Curtis. It's in there. It's in there. Come on. Make it right for Amy. All right, wherever you want. That's the one. Amy, I'm sorry. 6 of hearts. There you go. All right. Well, that goes. Dot. You are getting a gift for the next session. All right. Back to you.
Amy was going to become a member, but not now. So nice job, me. Announcements. They are emailed out. They are on your table. They are on the screen. We do have some Red Badge member selfies. Remember, we're doing Red Badge member selfies. Take a selfie with anybody with a Red Badge. Red Badge means they're a new member, for all of you that aren't paying attention. And so we have Bruce, Autumn, and Bobby. Oops, sorry, let's go back one. There we go. One more. Bruce, Autumn, and Bobby, and then Jeff and Amita. And then the next one is our own Michael Guyman, Vic, and Autumn again. And then Rob, I think, Rob, it's about time for you to get your blue badge. You've been in a lot of these pictures, so you need to get working on that. And Jim Murphy. And then we have Jeff, Bobby, and Joanne. And Jeff, Bobby, and Joanne again. Jeff, you look way better in the picture on the right. I'm just saying. I agree. And then Wilbur, where's Wilbur? Wilbur is traveling. Again, if you still have a Wilbur and you want to keep him, you have to look yourself in the mirror at night. Oh, you didn't interrupt. That's right. And we also, because I'm paying attention to my agenda, I'm going to turn it over to Brittany. Brittany Battle.
Oh, something special, and this person doesn't know yet, so we're going to ask Chris Dodge to come on up here. Come on, Chris.
Chris Dodge, you remember him from earlier?
Do you have the slide? Oh, there it is. Okay. We want to take a moment to honor Chris Dodge for an incredible award he received this year. He was awarded the 2025 Jazz Hero by Jazz Journalists Association. So let's give him a big round of applause for that. And I'm going to pass it over to a board member on the Tucson Jazz Festival, Brandy.
Hi. Well, Elliot Glicksman was supposed to be here because he wrote the letter that got you you got yourself the award, but he wrote the letter. He is too shy, Elliot Glicksman. I'm just joking. He's not shy, but he couldn't make it. But this was Elliot's effort. But you deserve this award. Everything else is in here, as well as these Downbeat magazines that he wanted to give you. And this is from Brittany and the Rotary for your love of the outdoors. And Brittany said that you couldn't kill this one. So there you go. So congratulations on your award. You deserve it.
And I know I didn't know this is coming, but I will do the right thing and pay the fine. So thank you.
So it's just another example to show you that even though it's my last meeting as president, I'm still learning. Not perfect. Not that any of you thought that to begin with. So who here went to the event that we had at Mount Oyster Club? So I'm going to invite past President Jen, past car show chair Jen, Orville McPherson Award winner Jen, to come. And there's a few awards that we wanted to give out that night, but some of the people couldn't be there. And we are excited to be able to do that right now. One of those is the Helen Middleton Red Rose Award, and the other one is a challenge coin. It's the President's coin that we give out, and they both represent Rotarians that have done extraordinary service above self. The first person that I want to recognize has served our club in many areas for years, but also this year added one more title. This Rotarian serves on the AV for club meetings, on the mentoring committee, on the mystery editor committee. Some of these committees I didn't even know existed. And recently said yes to becoming our club secretary. It is my honor to recognize and thank Jen Delaney for extraordinary service above self. You don't have to get your picture taken with me, but I do have stuff for you. This next individual is not here. So let's go to the next one. The next individual does so much for our club, from the car show to admin work on all of our programs to selling shirts. She truly makes so many things successful for our club, and appreciate all that she does that a lot of you probably don't even realize how much she does. So it is my honor to recognize and thank Nancy Bevins for extraordinary service above self. You don't have to come up, but if you don't, there's a recognition involved. This next person has done so much for me since I've been president. If it wasn't for this individual, the fun in our Wednesday meetings would probably be a little lower than what they've been. He, along with his sidekick, has made being president of our club so much easier and so much more fun. He's pretty decent at playing the piano too, in case you're wondering. It is my honor to recognize and thank Chris Dodge for extraordinary service above self. And I think Jen has a couple she would like to. That's okay. Just wing it.
All right. As you guys know, it takes a lot to have a successful car show, and there are so many people out there that continuously make each year a success. And this certain individual has been heading up the sponsorship committee for years and years and years, and we would not be able to secure the funds that we have to make the show happen if it was not for Bruce Tunzi. If you would please come on up. And last but certainly not least, there's a lot that goes into this car show to make the field and every little part of the Gregory School looking exactly where it needs to be. And this particular member is relatively new, but he took this job, the bull by the horns, right? He really stepped up and took over and has just been somebody that the car show executive committee can rely on to make sure things happen. So John Harnett, if you'd come on up.
Well done.
Oh, we have to get a photo.
It's official.
Yeah, do you want me to hold your hand? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen. So if you missed the event, that's what we did, is we gave out a lot of awards just thanking so many members that did so much. And one more thank you. I just want to thank my board that served with me this past year. All of you in the room had to put up with me more than they did, but they had to sit in the smaller groups with me at the same table as me through board meetings. So it's been a lot. So if you're on my board, please stand. Margaret Higgins, you're in Australia. I know you can hear me. Please stand. Past President Dot Kret, our still president-elect for a little while longer. Glenn Ewing, who doesn't really like me, so he's not here. Jen Delaney, our secretary. Chris Dodge, Brittany Battle, Sergeant-at-Arms. Jason Graybosch, who also is not here. He had some excuse about driving to Idaho. Still like him, did youth services, did fantastic job. Michael Guyman is here. Michael Guyman, social, did all those parties for us. David Lovett, community and social, or community service and recognition. Dinah Medeiros, who also is not here. I think she does like me, but she had a good excuse. She's the one that was in lead of all of our club service projects. Mitch Pizik, membership extraordinaire. And Nina Trasoff, she probably had to work the hardest to keep stuff out of the paper because I was the president, but Nina Trasoff, public relations. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, no, not me being past president, don't get excited. It is a little time for some entertainment. I think you remember when Chris and Brittany entertained us. Was that August right there somewhere? It was fantastic, and they're going to do it again.
All right. Whoa. My mic just...
That's a hot mic.
It's a hot mic. All right.
We thought we'd sing a little bit for you guys and just show our appreciation for the club.
All right, here we go.
You guys know this one? This is the Rotary version. In an old desert city, there's a group who care. Warm hearts that do service, always willing to share. Up came a new president, self-proclaimed gift to mankind. The group grew weary and tired of him. They had to stop all the fights. There he stood in the dais, ready to ring the bell. And they were thinking to themselves, this is not heaven, but Rotary hell. Then he started the meeting. As you watched in dismay, there were voices on the microphone. I thought I heard them say, yeah, welcome to the Rotary Club of Tucson. Yeah, it's such a lovely club. Get some tasty grub. You belong at the Rotary Club of Tucson. No reason for fear. Be a member here. His mind is certainly twisted. He got those main character vibes. He's got a lot of petty jokes that he thinks jive. They don't. That he thinks now we adore him. He's no asset. He wants to remember, Curtis. We want to forget. So we called up Dorina. Please get him in line. She said, we have the spirit here and he won't resign. And still the members are longing to see that day. The end of his term is almost in sight. Hey, and then he goes away, yeah! But, woo! Down California, oh, it's the Rotary Club. It's such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Welcoming up at the Rotary Club of Tucson. We're so sublime. Be a member for all time. Thank you, Chris.
I'm glad you all really enjoyed that, but that's not really what I asked them to do. So thank you to whoever wrote those lyrics. I'm really grateful. And I mean, if you guys could do like a real song maybe and entertain, that would be...
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one.
One more chance.
All right.
One more chance.
All right. Chris doesn't sing, but I'm gonna do something for us here. So this is a rarity, guys. You don't normally see this, but if you know the words, sing along. But let's just listen a little bit. I got one that everybody knows. Nibbling on cookies. Yeah, I see you, Jim. You're nibbling on those cookies. Watching the clock tick. All of us members just counting the time. Curtis is president. Chaos is evident. Ruling the club of man well past his prime. Wasted away again, Curtis is president still. Searching for why we come here at all. Help me. Some people claim that there's a Curtis to blame.
Yeah.
But I know it's nobody's fault. He starts every meeting, always just bleating about his grand plans that he would soon debut. The dues keep on rising. You're welcome, Dot. And he keeps on finding. How we got here, I haven't a clue. Wasted away again, Curtis is president still. Searching for reasons why we should assault.
You guys know this. Come on.
Some people claim that
There's a Curtis to blame. It's always Curtis.
well, I think, hell, it could be his fault. Now his reign has ended, and we're feeling splendid, leaving this crazy chaos behind.
Chris, come on. Ow.
But his adequate splendor and just a pretender that Curtis is done now, that helps us hang on.
Yeah, come on.
Wasted away again, Curtis is president still. Searching for why we come here at all. Thank you, Dan.
You
That was
guys
great.
know this. Come on, sing with us.
Some people claim that
There's a Curtis to blame, and we know
it's all his fault. All right, one more time.
some people claim that there's a Curtis to blame, and we know
It's his own damn fault.
that's right.
Oh my. I'm gonna take this mic off. All right, we're gonna use this mic for this. So what we want to do today is truly, I know as human beings it's important to note that we all aren't perfect, and to realize that we may have faults or be wrong or make mistakes or bad choices at times. And as Rotarians, it's even more important that we do this as well. Not so much in ourselves, but in the leaders of the club as they leave office. So today, Brittany and I are going to honor President Curtis Dawson by giving you an insider's look on the real Curtis behind the scenes. So before we start, we have this lovely bouquet of flowers. I want you to take that down, Brittany. And we want to offer these flowers as a symbol of peace and kindness and appreciation to our true leader, Sasha. We know you've gone through a lot this year, Sasha. And we know behind every average male, there is a wonderful woman making up for it. And we also knew that Curtis would forget to get you flowers, so we did it for him instead. So there you go.
Excellent. Well, we do have a real gift for Curtis, so we're going to present that to him. And actually, I got to get it.
Okay. She has a real gift for him. And so we went to lunch and we thought about what the perfect gift would be for Curtis. And we thought about all the things Curtis would miss most of all after his presidency. And then the perfect gift came to mind.
It hit us like an epiphany. We were like, that is the most unique gift.
Right.
And that
But
gift
before we do that, that slide doesn't look right.
No, it's good.
No,
I made the slides, Chris.
Yeah, it's not right.
No.
This is it. Thank you, President Kurt.
Yeah, that's right. Let's call him Kurt today,
because we know how much he really loves that.
That's right.
All right. No, so we gave him the perfect gift, and the perfect gift is...
We realized that of all the things he's going to miss most about being president, he was going to miss the fact that he didn't have an audience anymore. So the gift we're giving him it's an instant audience. Okay, and this instant audience allows him to carry around the crowd reactions that he deserves. Okay? So we're going to gift him a microphone, and we're going to gift him this incredible instant audience.
Yeah.
Chris, tell him about this.
So I'll tell you about the gift. The gift that you are getting today from all of us here at the Rotary is, I know you're not going to miss all the emails. You're not going to miss the board meetings or the task. We know that you will miss not having an audience. So this would be for applause. This would be the sound you were familiar with when you told everyone you were done talking for the day. Maybe you can use this sound when you walk into the grocery store or to the bank or to Rotary when you aren't president anymore. It'll make you feel good. Now the next sound, you'll play the sound when we're not laughing at your jokes. Go ahead, play it. It'll be a familiar sound to you, Curtis. And it's also a familiar sound to me right now as I just said that. All right. So when you were at like the YMCA board meeting, we know that this one and your jokes just aren't landing. You can use this. There you go. Right. And then one more. Maybe when you want to reminisce about when the meetings really felt like the old dais and the glory of being president. So for the most honest version of that, you will have this. That's your favorite, okay. So we do have the one look from President Kurt. Yeah, he's right there, President Kurt. Still president as of right now. And
we were really looking through pictures of ways we could honor Curtis, and we realized something about Curtis. Thank you. We realized that Curtis has a look. Let's get that first photo.
So the first one.
Okay, we've seen this a lot, right? New member photos. That's great. Good
Yeah.
job, Curtis. You look good.
So 2 months later, President Curtis's look.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't Photoshop this, Chris.
No. These are the actual. So 1 month later,
Okay.
President Curtis's new look.
Same outfit.
Same outfit. Yeah.
Sasha, get
Yeah.
him some new shirts, please.
Yeah, wait. Sasha,
gotta be a different
Sasha,
look.
we need better coordination here. And then one more look.
Even when the lighting's bad?
Even when the lighting's bad, Curtis has his one look.
Yeah, well, and always on the same side, too, Curtis. Is that your good side?
Is his adequate side.
Well, you know.
Oh, so the one thing you can always truly count on Curtis to have is his look, and that wouldn't be more true than in these instances. He was trying to figure out how should he dress.
This is more about, we've been Sergeant at Arms this year, and part of our role has been to dress in character every week in order to honor the guest speaker. And we do this as a way to highlight the work that they do and to add a little attention to it. So when Chris and I met, we were like, how do we dress up this day in order to honor Curtis, right? Because we got to do that. It's our last time here in the club at Sergeant at Arms. So
Right.
we thought a lot about it. What version of Curtis do we want to dress as? So
Right.
hit me, Chris, because I think the first version we thought about was
Can you do the cowboy version?
Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis, you know.
Let's take a look.
You
shall
know,
we?
Brittany, you do it all right, but Curtis does it better.
One time this year, he dressed up during the rodeo, and that was a good look.
Yeah, that's a good look, man. I like how you wear the hat. Now, we had the chefs here.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
right.
Maybe this isn't the right Curtis look for today.
Yeah.
Probably
okay.
not, because
No,
he doesn't
no.
wear this as often.
So what do you got?
We know he likes to cook. So
Right.
let's put this bad boy on, shall we? Oh, put it over the head there. We could dress up as Chef Curtis.
Chef Curtis. All right. I think I do it all right. It's a good look for me, right? Yeah. I could do this. By the way, if you
Yeah.
ever watch Curtis's Instagram thing, his food is fantastic, by the way. And he's such a consummate professional. He even wears gloves at home when he's cutting his meat. That's how good he is. But no,
I don't think that's the one, though.
Chef Curtis is much better than me, so no, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work
No,
either.
no.
There is one look we can count on, though. with
One look that
Curtis.
we can definitely count on.
We call this look Everyday Curtis.
Everyday Curtis.
And Everyday Curtis, he always has a couple things going for him. And it's going to take us a minute here, because we really got to get into character here, guys. Are you okay with that? Right? We got to look like Curtis, right? Couple things Curtis always has. For one,
The blazer. Yeah. And the tie. I need to make it tighter.
I didn't bring one, though, because I don't have that.
You don't have that? Brittany, if you're going to look like Curtis, you need a manservant. We just happen to have a manservant. Give it up for Mitch Peasy, ladies and gentlemen. Come on up, Mitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah. You put on the tie and the proper Curtis blazer. And on it, oh, that looks good. Give it up for Mitch Peasy, ladies and gentlemen, giving Brittany the look. You know,
I don't know if this is enough. Though.
No.
This doesn't really hold.
no,
the
we're
Curtis
not
vibes.
capturing the Curtis look. Look at that. Look how looking dapper.
It's
You got
the
something else?
hair.
Do you have something that could complete the look for us?
Yeah, you know I do. You
Yeah.
guys
What do
know.
you got?
Guys.
Yeah.
It's not quite right though, because he always has a real good slick back.
Oh my God. How do you do this every morning, Curtis?
All right, give me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the everyday Curtis look. Now, here's the fun part: is that Curtis does this all the time, and we went back into archives. We found these photos from different parts of his life. So, at the birth of his first child, Caitlin. There he is.
Hair still looks perfect. though.
Perfect hair, perfect Curtis. In the middle of the night, There were two pictures of this. We just put them together because they are the same exact thing. For in the middle of the night when Olivia and Audrey were crying. Yeah. Curtis was there for them. And then that's Curtis saying like, hey, girls, if you want to look like Daddy, these luscious locks need to go. And of course, when Elise came around, once again, Curtis was there for the birth of Elise, always with the Curtis look. You are consistent, my friend, and we appreciate that in you. But let's talk about things that we did this year. So, Brittany, let's talk about that.
I love this. So, as you guys all know, Curtis brought Where's Wilbur to the club. He bought a bunch of stuffies, and he asked you guys to take them on your travels, and it was beautiful. Wilbur went all over the world, and he accompanied you, and he reminded us of what the heart of Rotary is, and we loved that.
Yeah. Well, Curtis forgot to take Wilbur with him when he was traveling. And so, but we found some again, we found some pictures of, we'll call him Will Kurt. See what I did there? Will Kurt instead of Will Burr. Oh my gosh, this is as good as it gets, guys.
He's a busy president. I mean, we thought he focused all his time here, but we caught him out. Traveling.
Yeah. So he found time to participate in different things. Let's take this. Where was President Kurt? He was at the Olympics.
Did you know?
Yeah. Oh, and this is my favorite. I love this. Because Brandy and I were like just out of frame in this. We saw President Kurt at Coachella.
Did you know that, Sasha?
Yeah. And somehow we got convinced him to wear a flannel shirt. And
he was having a good time.
Yeah. And then oh wait.
He went to a Where's Waldo convention on the East Coast, guys.
So here we go. He's at a Where's Waldo convention. Can you find Curtis? Where is President Kurt? I want to see how many times I can get fined in one day. All right. Can you guys find him? There he is, right there. He was at a Where's Waldo event, but yeah. Again, perfect. Always sticks out in a crowd. So
let's not forget, though, that Curtis is really a pillar in our community for those that really need to take more time for self-care. Let's not forget about the time.
So in the world of self-care, Kurt was there for Mitch's colonoscopy. How was that for you, Mitch?
This is not photoshopped, by the way.
It was great.
Yeah.
All right. So behind the scenes, I'm going to take off this your hair for a second, Curtis. I don't know how you do that. Jeez. Whew. Yeah, I was looking too hot, right? I was literally, and I don't know how you do it. So behind the scenes in the Sergeant of Arms world, and we have like a secret cave and a cove that we meet in, we play this game with our memberships. But first, let's look at this. We know we have fun and games, right? All right. So
we wanted to honor Curtis, but not just from Chris and I.
No,
right? We wanted you guys to share with us quotes about Curtis. Right? Really honor Curtis in this process.
So we took a couple people. Stu Goldman said this about Curtis. He was an adequate president. Yeah.
Do you change your mind, or is that still true?
Yeah.
Good.
Stands by those words. And then we talked to Matt Blair, and Matt Blair said, at least he brought back the cookies.
That's right. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
That was a good one.
And then we talked to Ricky Hunley, who's a great spokesman for many, many people, and he speaks well. And so he said, what do you have to say about President Curtis? And he said, Curtis who? All right, behind the scenes, we had conversations about different games we could play with our members to include audience participation. So here's your time to participate. Brittany's going to go down on the floor. She just had a knee operation, so be nice to her. And you and the audience have a chance to caption these pictures of Curtis. And I don't even know what's coming up.
This is a game Curtis wanted to bring to the club, but we never got to it. And it's basically we're going to show you a picture, and you caption it, okay?
Right. So
first guy is...
All right, so caption this, Kurt.
I'm on my
The
way. I
first
just
one
noticed that.
is this, or sorry, caption this, Curtis.
Curtis.
Sorry, Curtis. And the alliteration is much better, and the rhyming scheme. All right, caption this, Curtis. Here we go. That's a picture of Curtis when he was 14 years old and he discovered that he could grow facial hair. So, what do you got, Jeff?
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Anybody else have a caption for this particular photo?
All right. If you have a caption, feel free to go up. Here's another one. You ready? All right. I don't even know what the picture's going to be. Caption this, Curtis.
We're going to let Jen caption this one. What should this say?
Oh, I'm just Kurt.
Anybody else want to caption this?
Oh, Gary.
Woohoo!
It's woohoo, Curtis. All right. That's the best you've ever looked, man. All right.
Next one's really important. This is a historical moment. Let's check this out.
All right. Historical moment.
Did you know? Anybody want to? I love this laugh. Anybody want to caption this photo?
Give it to Dot. She's right in front of you. She's good at this.
Curtis is out of this world.
Right. The nicest thing said about Curtis. Anyone else? All right, we got one more photo.
One more. All right, here we go. Caption this, Curtis. I think, like,
Anybody?
I could cook the meat better than this, baby.
All right, well, it's a great game. I'm glad we did not bring this game to the club during your presidency because it clearly was your type of game. Didn't land really well.
Right.
Good job. Good job, Curtis.
Yeah, so good job. So we have a quick message from our sponsor, the YMCA, for youth development, for a healthy living, for social... Oh.
How did that get in there?
How did this get in here?
Right. Oops.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just let that go. I struggle with I struggle with responsibility. I struggle with youth development, healthy living, all those things. I'm having issues with. If only there was a place where I could go for that.
Sounds like there's a phone ringing.
Do I hear? Is someone's phone ringing?
No, it better not be. It's a finable offense if someone's phone is ringing.
Oh, that is the weirdest phone ring I've ever heard.
It
Go
is.
find that.
All right, I'll find it.
Go find that. Yeah. Oh, there's a phone ring. You know what? You know who that is? I think it's Paul Harris calling. And now Roger Harwell is the inventor of the Paul Harris phone here. And I believe he might be calling on his cell phone. And Curtis has been avoiding wanting to take a call from Paul Harris all year. So I think you need to take the phone call. Just put it up to your ear and listen.
President Kurt, this is Paul. I've called, I've texted, I've even reached out on your OnlyFans account, but I never heard back from you. I understand that today is your last day as president, and I want to offer my sentiments about the relief I feel that in less than half an hour, you will no longer be in a leadership position. You are more than adequate, to say the least. I look so forward to Dot redeeming Tucson Rotary Club after your departure. And hey, Kurt, I tried your cooking at least at the last board meeting, and I didn't think it was anything to write home about. You know, have a good summer, and thanks for being mostly on time with your meetings this year. Goodbye, Kurt.
Thank you, Paul Harris. Wow, that was cool to hear from our founder. But honestly, we've had a great deal of fun this year. I talked about it earlier, that how much I enjoy coming and seeing all the friends and colleagues in Rotary. And so we do want to actually give a heartfelt thank you to President Curtis. And thank you for being who you are and leading our club this last year. And because Curtis won't do this, I want to talk about this. Let's talk about some highlights from this last year. Polio Plus Fund. The goal was $20,000. We reached over 26,000 to that thing this year. We had a great, phenomenal car show as always, and that's thanks to all of you guys. Thanks to Jen and for leading us in that, and Sean as well, leading us in that charge. We really make a difference in people's lives. We increased the number of service projects that we have, and that was a concerted effort. And Diana Medeiros, who's not here, she helped lead that effort, and that's part of who we are. It's part of the four-way test. And we increased that, and it's nice to see us as Rotarians involved in that. We had stellar program speakers. Give it up for our program speaker committee. They had nothing to do with today, so don't worry about that. But they did have everything to do with the rest of our programs, and we have so many memorable programs for this last year, and we have many coming up in the future as well. We increased the recognition of our club accomplishments, and that was a Curtis thing. Like, let's make sure we celebrate who we are and what we do. And we saw that was a intentional thing, and it's all right for us to say, like, hey, give yourself a pat on the back. It's good for the brain, right? To say, like, positive thing. You manifest positivity, it comes back out. We met our membership goals. The goal, yes, we can applaud that. There was a number by a crazy algorithm and weird math, and I don't know how it works, but I saw what the goal was, and I saw where we came, and the numbers were literally exactly the same. And that's amazing. So that's a lot of great effort from all of us, and thank you, Mitch Pizik, for leading that charge for us here in the Rotary Club. And yeah, you can give Mitch applause. Now we made a choice to have one meeting second Wednesday of every month to not meet here, but to have lunches around town. And it was a concerted effort where we had different host those lunches, and it gave us a time to find out and learn who each other are in a different space, in a smaller setting, with groups of 10, 12, 8, 6, 5, 4, whatever it is. And that was something new this year, and it was a wonderful. Anybody who participated, I know we hear great responses. You enjoyed that in innumerable types of just wonderful accolades to that, and we hope to be able to continue that in the future. Help me. I see you, yeah. And then the event at the Mountain Oyster Club, that was new, and that was well attended, and again, thank you for bringing that and having a different way to change our administration. So, and we increased the humor and fun to the lunch meetings, so there's that too. But to be honest with you, that was a concerted effort. Curtis asked that, like, hey, sometimes people feel that Rotary can be a stuffy club, right? And that we have all these traditions, and maybe as a new member or as a visitor, you don't feel welcome, and you don't want to be in a space that feels stuffy. So it was a concerted effort, like, hey, let's make this fun. Let's make it a meeting that you always want to attend. You don't want to miss the meeting, and hopefully we got a little closer to that edge, and it certainly worked for Bob Logan, because this is the second meeting he's been to this whole entire year. So what do we got to do, Bob, to get you here? So, and then one more time, there's Curtis bringing the fun to the club, and that's from the mixer last night that Sasha, I'm sorry, we forgot to tell you about that. We were doing that, but it was fun. It's a good time. But ultimately, oops, thank you for an impactful year. Give it up for President Curtis, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Yes.
So, Dot, if you're looking for anybody to do your COA next year, I mean, I'm sure it's lovely, lovely. So I just want to say thank you, first and foremost, to the person that is the wind beneath my wings. Jeff Ronstadt, sit down. It's not you. To my bride, Sasha, you are amazing. You bless me every single day. I love life with you. You made so many cookies and treats for our board meetings, so board members actually came to them, which was fantastic. But thank you for being an incredible First Lady again. And Olivia, thank you for always constantly picking on me, because today was super easy because of it, so it's good. Dorina and Deborah, thank you, Deborah, for saying yes to work for the greatest Rotary Club in the world. Thank you so much. And Dorina, I would have not said yes to becoming president if you weren't so good at what you do. Thank you for setting me up for success every single meeting, every single board meeting. Thank you for putting up with me for a whole year, and hopefully I did not create too much extra work for you. It'll be a lot easier now that Dot's coming along. But Sasha, even though Paul Harris didn't like the cookies, Sasha did bake some cookies for you too. So. I want to say thank you to all the past presidents. Most of you have been good. Some of you have been great. And the rest of you went way over your allotted time at the mic. So thank you all for being there and supporting our club. It takes all of us to continue to ensure that our club is thriving and have the impact it can have. So many thank yous from program committee to the AV team to everybody that's part of the car show leadership and volunteers, to registration team, to the membership retention team. We have so many that step up, from service projects to greeters to inspiration and toasts, membership derby volunteers. Thank you to all of you who have illustrated with your time and your talent what service above self really means. Thank you to our whole club. You put up with my dry, like Tucson desert in June, dry sense of humor all year long. That takes a lot of perseverance. You did it. I'm really, really proud of all of you. Congratulations. Almost a year ago, I laid out my goals for the year, and really at the end of the day, it took a while for all of you to warm up to me, and some of you still haven't. And even now, thinking, just give the gavel to Dot, get over with it. Not quite yet, but my goal was, Rotary is about relationships, right? Rotary is about service. Rotary is about impacting the community, and I think that's something we did. We did grow membership, not as much as Mitch and I wanted, but we did grow membership. We have more members today than we did a year ago. Well, that's probably because Bob Logan hasn't been at many meetings, but when you're here, it's only twice I've been able to do it. But meeting attendance grew. Socials were fantastic. The service projects, the relationships that are built at those, the second Wednesdays, as Chris and Brittany were talking about. Thank you again to all the hosts. The goal was to grow larger and smaller at the same time. Our club satisfaction grew. Our net promoter score grew. Thanks to Larry Adamson demanding legal action if I didn't. Our fines for the club grew. Our recognitions for the club grew. But the participation in all the different social groups, Rotary is about belonging. Rotary is about being a part of something bigger than yourself. Rotary is about building those relationships so that when those storms in life inevitably come, there's this group of people that comes around you, and often in this club, it's your fellow Rotarians that do that, and that's why we do it. Dinner with the president. I know Paul Harris didn't like my cooking, but we raised over $4,000 for dinner with the president. I realize it would probably been quadruple that if I would have called it dinner with Sasha. I realize that now, but that was a mistake. But it was so much fun for all of you that won those auctions, and to have you at my home and just to get to connect with you on a deeper level. There was one that I did get scared at, and that's when Jeff Ronstadt told me Dan Guerra was coming to my house. He thankfully did not bring the maracas, but yes, he was the last one to leave my house. Right, Dan? But I asked all of you as a club, as individual members, just to lean in, just to step up and do a little more, get a little more connected, serve a little bit more, and to see the magic of Rotary. And I think we've done that this past year. It has been an incredible year. I'm so honored to have served as your president. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for laughing at and with me. Thank you for making our meetings so much fun to be at. So it has been a blast. Thank you. And the moment you all have been waiting for, it is time to pass the gavel. I'm going to welcome up Dot Kret. Do you want me to keep this around just in case anybody gets out of line? Okay, I'm happy to do that for you. So we'll start with the gavel. There you are.
All right, it's bigger than me, you guys.
And I have the official president's pin. Where would you like me to put that?
Let's see, how about on this corner here?
I can do that right there.
Yeah, that one.
Ow. Perfect.
All right.
And the moment I've been waiting for, the past president pin.
Right here. First, I have to get it out of the box. There we go. All right, where do you want it, on the side? How about on that side? All right. Ta-da. Official.
Looking forward to this. You're going to do fantastic. Here to support you any way I can. We all are. And I think we have a book to sign. Right? Little Blue Truck leads the way. We'll both sign this, and it's going to go into our Make Way for Books library as we continue to encourage literacy in Tucson. And now, this is really where the power transfers. You get the microphone.
All right. All right. Thank you all. I would like to next give some very cool pins to people. So, Sergeant at Arms Dan Calm, where are you? Dan's coming up. And next up will be our new board members. So, Jonathan, Brittany, and I saw Alan here somewhere. There he is, Alan. So come up next. You want me to put on your thingy?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
I know. I was somewhat again.
I know, it's a hot mic, so I have to watch it. Well, first I have to get it out of the damn bag. Here we go. There we go.
There, I can do it.
Okay, yeah. All right. And Miss Brittany.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
And Jonathan. Alan's got one here. So here it is. So current board members that are now on your board that are going to continue.
Get on the mic.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Alan, Jonathan, and Brittany are the new board members whose term starts July 1. And then we have 3 board members that are currently on that are going to stick around for another year. So Michael Guyman. Stand up, of course you do. There we go. And Jason, I don't see Jason Graybosch, and Diana Medeiros is out of town, but those are, so this is your new board for next year, including, so yes, thank you all. And let's see here, who else do we have here? Is Bobby here? Bobby Larson? President-elect, I have a pin for him, we'll do that later. And Jen, where's Jen? Delaney. Oh, Jen Delaney, secretary. We have a pin for her too. Yay, Jen. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. I gave away all the pins. All right, good. All right, so thank you all. Thanks for being here today. Thank you to all our virtual guests for coming today. We hope you enjoyed the meeting. Kent, welcome to the club. Where are you? There you go. Kent Burbank. Great guy. If you haven't met him yet, do. Kent, next week, July 2nd, 2 days before July 4th, but that we have a meeting, and I will be the program. So talking about the upcoming year and what we're going to do, and it's going to be way fun. And so I hope you can all make it. So, so I'll be talking about next year and what's to come. So come and prepared to participate because it's going to be an audience interaction event. So, all right. Pardon? No. Oh, I thought people were going to cheer. Where's John Wong's always happy when I don't rap. However, the non-rapping is only for next meeting. I can't promise anything after that. Sorry, John. So anyway, so let's, I have water up here. All right, so let's toast and adjourn. And Chris Dodge.
I'm right here.
Can you give our...
That's great. To past President Curtis, thank you for leading us last year. To Dot, thank you for leading us into the future, and to the Rotary Club of Tucson. You're here.
Thank you all. There we go. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Ring the bell.
Oh.
Ring the bell. There you go.
Oh, I should use this one. Wait, let's see. That was somebody who wasn't.